Alright, well, I'm not really here to waste anyone's time today. You guys see the title, you see the thumbnail, you probably have an idea of what's about to go down, so let's just get into it. Anyways, to give everyone a little bit of context about the situation, there was this post on Twitter talking about, should schools celebrate Pride Month? Should they introduce LGB? All that sorts of nature. And, I'm not really here to debate, whether it should or not, but Nickmercs put out a tweet responding to them saying, "They should leave the little children alone, that's the real issue." And obviously after making a tweet like that, you're going to receive, some praise, some backlash, some whatever. Well anyways, Nickmercs then doubled down on that statement the next day, essentially saying, "I understand I upset some of you guys, but I do not apologize for what I said, and I stand by what I said." So then this morning, I wake up, get the crust out of my eyes, I pull my phone up, hop on Twitter, and I read this tweet right in front of my face that says, "It appears Activision has removed the Nickmercs bundle from the Warzone and MW2 store this evening. Activision has not commented on why it has been removed, but the removal of this bundle comes a day after Nickmercs' recent comments about the LGB." Call of Duty then replies to Charlie Intel for some reason. I understand this is what you're commenting on, but you are a huge brand and identity on the platform, so rather than just making a tweet about it, I don't really understand the whole responding to Charlie thing, but it's whatever. Anyways, Call of Duty then says, "Due to recent events, we have removed the Nickmercs operator bundle from MW2 and Warzone. We are focused on celebrating Pride with our employees and our community." Man, I have so many comments I just want to make right now, and I'm just, let's just knock them out one by one. I find it interesting that a company would take this much time and resources into scanning someone into their video game and building all the animation. I don't imagine that's exactly an easy process to do, but it's just kind of odd that a company would spend that much time dedicated and then just pull the plug a month later. And I'm gonna be upfront with you guys, I don't care if this loses me subs, I don't care if people hate my guts after, I don't care, I don't make money from this place. I think I'm probably on track to, maybe be able to afford a cheeseburger by the end of the year. But I'll be honest with all of you, I do not see an issue with what Nickmercs said. Now, I'm also an advocate for free speech. To an extent, obviously, right? It's not like he pulled a DaBaby and came out here and said, "Hey, yo, anybody sucking D, put your hands up in the air and get the fuck out of here." You know what I'm saying? With a simple tweet like that, I don't think he's sending hate anyone's way. In fact, I think he's just saying a statement. Just a statement of, hey, I don't agree with this. So I don't really understand how that got twisted into Nickmercs hates the LGBTQ. Instead, I just see a guy stating an opinion. On top of that, it's funny, or it's almost ironic that the corporation, providing all this support to that community is the same one who spanked women in the workplace, and it was mandatory on Fridays, with the whole cubicle crawl thing that they were doing over there. And let's not forget they had an employee who passed away, and instead of, maybe showing her a little bit of respect, they were passing around her nudes in the workplace. So anyways, I find it kind of interesting that a business that has all these internal issues and is clearly showing discrimination in the workplace tries to make itself look good online or on social media by doing this. And again, if Nickmercs came out and said, these people, I just can't stand them, or maybe they have some sort of illness, then I could understand removing his operator out of the store and everything, but, he just didn't, do that. He just made a simple statement, and the fact that people got pissed off about it, this game is about fucking war. You are literally shooting people, whether it's in a video game or not, it doesn't matter. It is the most gruesome thing in the entire world. The game is clearly rated mature, and you have to be a certain age. It's been so long since I had to worry about that, but it's 17 or 18, something like that. Essentially, you should be level-headed enough to see something like that on the internet and maybe it not affect your life. If you get online and see some tweet that says leave the kids alone and it just pisses you off, you have no business being around a gun, a weapon, any sort of, thing that could cause physical harm to another human being. I truly don't care if it's in a video game or not. Like, you don't have what it takes to be around something like that. Now, the question I'm also asking myself is, if you purchase this skin in the game and they removed it, can you still use it in game? And if the answer is no, then what's next? You know, are these people going to be refunded? I know I personally wouldn't be planning on it, and if it was being refunded, you're probably going to get COD points. It's not going back on the credit card. But I just know if I purchased this skin in the game and they took it out and they gave me COD points, the last thing I'm ever going to fucking do again is play Call of Duty. And I'll be honest with you all, I'm not calling for a boycott. I'm not saying don't give them your cash. I'm just saying I disagree with this move that they made, and a lot of people do as well. It seemed like the overall consensus on Twitter was that people don't like what they're doing. So it's going to be interesting to see how things pan out here. And you know, I would go a lot further in here, but YouTube also kind of prohibits you from doing that. So I'm just, you know, guys, I'm just saying, I don't like the move that they made here. I don't think Nickmercs is at fault at all. In fact, it's going to be really interesting to see, one, if Call of Duty, you know, maybe they backtrack, they reinstate him, we're good as new. Sort of, right? Or maybe FaZe gets involved and they boot Nickmercs out of the clan. I'm sure he's not going to be missing out on much because I don't really hear great things coming from FaZe nowadays, but you know, it's going to be interesting to see how this whole situation really pans out. Alright, so I was about to end the video, but then I actually remembered something. Isn't it kind of funny that Activision takes weeks or months sometimes to fix issues in their own game, when in reality we know all they gotta do is sit down at the computer, click a couple buttons, and upload the file. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But when they think someone is targeting the LGBTQ, oh, all of a sudden the Nickmercs bundle is gone like that. I know this might sound crazy, but if like the developers and the people over there at Activision cared half as much about their video games as they did being social justice warriors on Twitter, we might actually get somewhere in this franchise. But until that changes, this game is going to remain a piece of shit. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know some of you will not enjoy it. And guess what? You can leave your opinion down there in the comment section below. I might write it on a piece of paper and wipe my fucking ass with what you have to say because, again, I don't care. I really don't. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up on it. If you're new here, also subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll catch you all next time. Have a great rest of your day. Later.